which means... Okay. I have to figure out. This will give people, while I'm rolling back to my ship, this will give people time to come in.
Curiosity fuels you. So when you're ready for
oh gosh, there's commercials.
Grand Canyon University's online degree programs
yes.
and technology make it convenient.
Oh, I better turn this down.
California universities.
Alright, this is working. Oh, I'll wait till more people get in before I announce my presence. Alright, well there's the ship over there. When I get over there, I will, I'll get you in multi-crew. Hello people! Got 10 viewers right now. Hey guys, so this is part 2. It's been a long time coming of exploring the solar system. I am on, can anyone guess what planet I'm on? What moon, planet? Look at these ice geysers. What moon in the solar system might have ice geysers? So, Mishi, do you know?
Well, I know where you told me you were, so...
Oh,
that would be...
oh, Peepo? Peepo, do you know?
Uranus.
Maybe. No, sir. This is Europa. It's a beautiful moon of Jupiter. Lots of subterranean oceans underneath, and there's probably whales and things flying around under there.
The Uranus one got me, though. Well, the geysers.
I bet there's like giant whales and stingrays and maybe plesiosaurs and things like that. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe a bunch of jellyfish type things. You remember the movie Europa? Or was it? It was like one of those sort of mockumentary type. Well, they had the camera going all the time.
I think I know the movie you're talking about. That was actually a really good movie.
It was pretty good. I forgot what it was called.
I think it was like Europa. Is that the one where they landed on it? There's ice and cracks and there's...
Yes. Radiation and earthquakes and there's something strange underneath. And a few people died on the way.
That was actually a badass movie. I would recommend that.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Hello people that are just coming in. I'm here with my friend Zomishi, who's going to be flying with me as I finish exploring the solar system. We got all the way to Europa in the orbit of Jupiter.
Finian got it. Europa report.
Europa report, correct. Oh, I'm not... Was that a chat? I didn't see that chat.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try... There we go. There we go. Yeah, Europa report. Okay. Oh my gosh, my wheels are spinning. I hate it when that happens. What is that noise? Somebody's hot micing.
Oh, it's Biddly Boo. Biddly Boo got his mic fixed.
Biddle!
Hello?
Your mic's working.
Hello?
Hello!
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 Oh, that's it.
You probably want to use push to talk because you're picking up a lot of background noise.
Yeah, I'm sat in my living room.
Yeah, so for now, I'm just going to mute you temporarily because I'm streaming. But if you can set up push to talk or something, or lower your mic sensitivity, that'll be better. Well, actually, you've shut up, so that's all right. All right.
So delicate.
Does this work?
Yes, that works.
Sweet.
It's all right. It's okay. I'm no harm done. All is well. Okay. Zo Mishi, I am ready to invite you to multi-crew.
Oh shit.
And then we're going to blast off Europa. And we're going to go have some fun. No, I'm not an open ROM. Thank you very much. I know that you would love to stream snipe us.
It could be funny.
I have not played Elite Dangerous since the last stream, and so I might be a little rusty on how to actually fly, which may be entertaining. Okay, let's do... What are we going to call this? We'll call this Mentor Player. Yeah. And then I'm going to invite to crew.
Rom says, don't worry, he's not a ganker.
Ah.
No ganker has ever said they were, though.
Do you play any other games besides Elite, Rom? I've sort of I burnt out on EVE Online, and then I kind of got back into it after I saw the disaster that people had. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you want to play EVE soon?
Well, I'm not going to play EVE at the same time, but I will. Oh, look, there's a redheaded, curly-haired chick next to me. That would be Zomishi. Hi,
That's me in real life too.
Yeah, looks exactly like that. I haven't seen him in person, but he looks. Alright, did you get your surgery done yet? Or is that still scheduled?
No, it's still pending. I have a few things left to remove. But,
oh, right.
We're getting there.
Yeah, it takes time. Just
They said it'll be a quick operation, though.
Why is there some red binocular? Well, red. Looks like I might have a fine or something over there. Inhabitant survey.
We should definitely go and open.
Well, let me look at the system map. See if there's any other moons around Jupiter that we could just look at. Unfortunately, the rover doesn't work. Actually, all these moons. Ganymede, Callisto. I don't think that... You know what? We're going to do some low flybys of these moons, but we're not going to land on them just yet. We'll wait until we get... And I do want to see Titan. Probably won't land on anything until we get out here somewhere. Sharon, or even this mysterious planet Persephone. So, go from there. And, okay. Alright. Do you have any special requests, though, Mishi? Since you're... Oop, I keep doing this thing.
I'm along for the trip, baby.
Okay. So, has my destination been set properly? I really wrote... No. I did not set my destination. Oh, maybe I did. Well, it doesn't matter. We're going to take off. We'll wing it. I'll figure it out. Well, I have Io locked. I really wish we could land on Io. Io's got shitloads of volcanoes and really big ones. It's like volcanic all the time. Get over there. It's so volcanic that you gotta watch out if you're in orbit of it, because it'll fling rocks up at you. I wonder if they put that feature in Elite Dangerous. Wouldn't that be cool? Okay, landing gear is up. I'm not mess locked. I can go into frame shift drive. Here we go. Oh my. You glowed for a second. Okay, on to Io. The volcanic moon of Jupiter. I wonder how close we can get to the surface before it starts acting weird. Boom, boom. You want to tag along in the beluga? Well, perhaps soon we can do that. I would have to get out of multi-crew and reset everything. The only reason we're not doing a squadron is because you can't do a squadron and multi-crew at the same time. And Zomishi's ship is where? Where?
I'm at Riker's Hope at the moment.
The
Sagittarius
KT Rock, the rover comes with the Horizons expansion. So if you get the Horizons expansion and then you buy a rover for, say, a Cobra, they're not that much. But the ship doesn't normally come with one, unless you... I think if you start out with the Horizons expansion, they might give you one automatically. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm sorry. What did you say, Zomishi? I wasn't paying attention to you.
Shocker. I said I'm on the other side of Sagittarius A at the moment. That's why. Otherwise, I'd fly with you. Can you see my head movements?
No, you're looking straight ahead, like
Oh,
you're just mesmerized by this view of Jupiter.
that's lame. I've been like rocking my head up and down and stuff, trying to rock out.
As you can see to the right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a nice view of Jupiter. I will be happy to roll the ship so that we can look up. Oh, we've already done past it. We are now coming up on Io, the volcanic moon of Jupiter. Very dangerous planet. If you've ever watched Space Odyssey 2010, the monolith ends up in orbit of Io, which is a terrible place to be in orbit of, because the volcanoes are so strong, it'll chunk rocks up at you. F2. Oh yes, that's F2 doesn't work for me. That's not doing anything. I could do an external view, but I'm not going to right now. Okay. Here we are. I hope my graphics are still turned up all the way. Should be. Yeah, I think they are. Coming up on Io. Hey. Don't be doing anything crazy.
No, I was putting on the blinker. We were making a
Oh, right. Yes. I'm going to see how close we can get. Io is not landable, unfortunately, which really sucks. Imagine there's some amazing volcanoes you can see on this moon. It doesn't look as detailed as I expected it to look.
It looks like cheese.
Does it? But what kind of cheese? Colby.
I was thinking like a very yellow pepper jack.
Is it? No, pepper jacks. Well, maybe a yellowish, maybe a Colby pepper jack.
Yeah, like a cheddar jack.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't think that they... we got too close. Since it's not landable, I don't think they fully... I think there must be an algorithm or something that's not running. Because normally on a landable planet, you'd see all kinds of canyons and shit by now. And I'm not seeing that, so... Screw it. Io was a bit of a disappointment.
Are there any plans to add landable planets for atmospheres?
There are, although I think it presents some problems.
It would be amazing. Clouds, rain, thunder, lightning.
Yeah, well, I mean, also that opens up a can of worms as far as, you know, cities and plants and flora and fauna. All right, let's go back to the system map.
I think the players would be willing to give them a pass on that. It's like, just go ahead and let us land in the atmosphere. We know the other stuff is coming.
For certain situations, yeah. I know Ganymede's pretty cool. Let's go there. And it's landable, so we can get close. Alright. Ganymede is supposed to be really bright.
Right, I'm going to leave you guys to it. Fail out on your adventure.
Alright, Peepo. You know...
Bye,
later.
stream.
Bye-bye. Where am I going? Oh. Alright. So what have you been doing out there in Sagittarius, Zomishi?
Well, I was taking it as a personal thing to try and make it to Beagle Point. And then,
are there beagles at Beagle Point?
They're not. Beagle Point was actually named after, I think, the first guy's ship to make it out there, the SS Beagle.
Oh, okay, right.
But you have to go there. I think it's in the system, or the region called the Abyss, which is known to eat a lot of ships that don't pack enough fuel.
Oh, the Abyss.
Yes.
Now, wouldn't that be cool if there were actual beagles at Beagle Point?
Like the dog beagle?
Yes. Like...
Space beagles?
Well, perhaps the first colonists at Beagle Point had a bunch of beagles as pets, and they got out on the planet, whatever planet it happens to be, and the beagles evolved over thousands of years to become sentient beagles, and they speak in language like, you know, it's very complicated. Only you have to have a tuned ear to understand the language.
I can't wait to go back and watch you making these noises.
Yes, well, my first dog was a beagle, very intelligent.
Well, it's interesting to add this non-canon lore to this universe.
Yeah.
The beagles, and then they have to have, you know, an opposing force, right? So there has to be a planet of, say, cats or squirrels or something.
Jackalopes. Jackalopes are the mortal enemy of beagle. Horned rabbits, you know, since beagles hunt rabbits, and jackalopes are have horns on them, they can defend themselves and quite possibly kill a beagle. So the Beagle Point has got beagles and probably some jackalopes. But anyway, so we're coming up on Ganymede, and I wonder if there's any features I should be looking at. I didn't even look.
Did you map it yet?
I haven't mapped it, but there's a apparently I've got a timer there. I don't know, endurance camp. We could go in that direction. I'm afraid
there is a human signal. Yeah.
I'm afraid it's on the other side of the planet. Oh, screw it. We'll just go down right here. Let's just look at the landscape a little bit and move on. I've always wanted to. I thought Ganymede would be much brighter, though. It's very much like a like the moon, really. I guess. Maybe not quite as.
It's got some interesting features. Those almost look like ancient riverbeds or water flows.
Well, I don't think there was ever any atmosphere. I mean, water on Ganymede, unless there could be ice. And where there's ice pirates.
Another great movie.
Oh yeah. And where there's ice pirates, you know what else?
Booty hunters?
No, space herpes. Space herpes.
Was that in the movie? I haven't seen it in so long.
Yes, there was space herpes. So, everyone beware when you're landing on any icy spotties. You have to watch out for space herpes. Oh crap! Now this planet looks like it's got some glistening things down here. It's probably got a layer of ice and whatnot, and it's. I feel like there's ice vapor out here too. It's a little bit foggy.
The geometry in this game is really amazing. Like when you get down into some of the details. And when you actually park your ship and get out in the rover and just head toward a point, and you're thinking, oh, I'll be at that point in like a minute, and then like 20 minutes later, you're still not to that point. But it doesn't look like it's way out there and that it's low detailed like most games do. I really appreciate that.
Well, I had it in my head that I might try circumnavigating an actual small moon in my rover, and but I don't know how long that would take, and I'm not really clear about how fast the rover's going. Like if you're,
I think at a maximum 25 meters per second. 25
meters per second, and how does that translate to kilometers?
Well, it's a meter.
Wait, that's a lot.
It's a thousandth. It's 25 thousandths of a kilometer.
Who wants to calculate that? Who's watching?
What are we saying? A 1 kilometer diameter moon, perfectly flat.
Let's say a circumference of about 1,000 kilometers.
All right, so you move at 25 meters a second. That should be what? 400 seconds, I think.
I'm gonna do a.
I'm guessing.
External
I'll
view.
bite up my off.
Yeah. Let's see. Free camera. Get a little external view going on here. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Doesn't it just make you feel like you're one with the universe?
Rom
So
says there are a few people who've done it, but it takes about 4 to 12 hours depending on the size.
well, 4 to 12 hours isn't bad. I was thinking it would take a number of weeks.
Well, how do you maintain your orientation? There's like, I guess there's
You
like
could do it
lat
with
long chords, right?
yeah, you could do it with longitude coordinates. And doesn't this just make you feel like a starseed child, like a reincarnated alien? So majestic. All right, enough of this malarkey. Let's move on to another place.
My view of this is actually quite beautiful.
Mine too. I think it's cool. Fung's claim. Oh, I didn't look at any of these. Well, I looked at all the some geysers on Europa, but we're gonna go. I guess we'll check out Callisto, and then we'll move on to Saturn, which I'm looking forward to.
How accurate is, and I almost said CCP's, Frontier's representation of the distance in the solar system, of our solar system in this game? Do you know?
I don't know. It seems to me to be quite accurate, in my humble opinion.
I want to know that. I'm curious. So,
I mean,
from the sun, it's saying that the Earth is 497 light seconds. Do the Google.
No, Earth is 8 light minutes from the sun.
Sounds about right, actually. Then a little bit more in the game.
Yeah, that sounds about. Oh wow, my hull's only at 24%. Did you notice that?
I see it now.
I should get some repairs when I get a chance. There's no telling what you run into. Oh, I don't want to go that way. I'm gonna have to do a loop-de-loop around. What is that? Make? What the hell is that? Mother Gaia.
Make.
What is that?
Make.
Some information in the solar. I keep doing escape. Some information in the solar solar map system. Solar system map. What is make? I have no idea.
I'm looking. It says like 29,000.
It's really far.
Okay.
Over here.
So surface map. I'm looking at it. It's a planet of some type.
It's yeah, it's out in the Oort cloud. Huh. Let's see. It's some information. Well, there's a number.
You mapped it.
No. Well, I haven't.
Oh,
so all of these are Oort cloud things. Out to Sedna, and then of course Persephone, the mythical planet that they think may be out there. All right, but I've gotten off track. I'm supposed to go to, where am I going? Callisto. I think I'll do this in order.
It's not pronounced Persephone, is it?
I think it might be, yeah, Persephone, not Persephone. Persephone sounds kind of funny.
Yeah, it sounds like a phone for your purse.
Or yeah, or a what's the aphrodisiac thing? Pheromone.
Oh.
Oh, slow down. Oh, Callisto looks cool. I have to do a loop of shame.
Did he visit Pluto? Not yet.
No, and Pluto is not landable, but its moon is. Charon is. We're around the orbit of Jupiter right now, and we're gonna look at the last moon here, which is Callisto. I ended the last stream at Europa, which was pretty awesome. I had ice geysers and whatnot. Since my curly-headed friend's with me, I won't be able to do any rovers unless I end multi-career, which I'll eventually do.
Just kick me out. I'll join again when you're free.
Yeah.
Why is there like a red, you know when you can land on a planet, there's a blue ring around it? There's a red ring around Triton. You do something naughty.
No, I don't know. I think it's restricted for now.
Oh. Permit locks. Okay.
Yeah, maybe it's a permit lock. Now, I wonder if there's any... I forgot to... Oh, I don't see any markers or anything here. So we'll just go down here.
The big craters are neat sometimes when you have the giant asteroid in the middle, and it doesn't look that giant till you land and try to get on top of it with your rover.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got some different geological patterns here, different sediments.
Some really interesting coloring.
Mm-hmm. You know, we could just for once we get out of Super Cruise, we'll see what the composition is of Callisto.
So Main Gun was wondering about Pluto and if it had been updated with the latest imagery from Horizon's flyby.
That is a good question.
It is. We should find the answer.
We will find
Same
out.
with Charon. This planet is sexy. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I could see it like a mining operation here. Like Farseer should set up here, like on the light side, where I can actually see her stuff. I guess she does have a light side. It's always dark when I go there.
This crater over here looks awesome.
Oh, that's a giant crater. Look at that.
Yep. I'm so glad I updated my. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but sometimes I tilt my head when I'm rotating the ship.
It helps.
I'm gimbaled here. Get a little dizzy.
Oh no! Now see, it looks so
down.
close, but I bet it takes like 5 minutes to get it. 5 to 10 minutes to get over there.
Yeah, well, we're still 5.9 kilometers up right now, so this crater could be, you know, several kilometers deep. Just see, we're still really far from it. Just start afterburning over.
What the heck is Iron talking about? He says he's a Cleon, an STO Cleon.
In Star Trek Online.
Oh, that's what I thought it was like a Klingon with a sexually transmitted disease or something. He's got STO.
Well, Klingons do carry some nasty diseases, and
that's a bit harsh.
You really got to watch out for the Duras sisters because they're kind of loose. But cool, very cool.
This is an awesome little crater here.
I know, I love it. It's probably got a name. Wouldn't it be cool if someday they actually do have in-game detailed maps with labels of craters and whatnot? And there is a big old mountain in the middle, dome, you know.
The remainder of the asteroid that made it.
It could be. I've also heard that it's just a matter of the shock wave that actually forms that as well. There's a shock wave that goes out, and then it, like in a pond, it collapses back in towards the
like a little water drop.
Right.
Like
exactly.
Tail.
Mm-hmm. Look at this a little bit. Let's get down. Let's really
you should
get
totally
down
kick me out and rover that. That looks fun.
Oh, that's okay. I don't. You know, we can almost be rover equivalent down here.
I wish I was back in the system and then we could rover race across that canyon, and I bet it takes us like
Look,
2 hours to get across.
This is like a double crater. There's
This is neat.
2 mountains there. It's like,
what about the ability to name these things that you find? Like, if you're the first person to find this crater, you could call it like the Boob Crater.
The Boob Crater.
Yeah.
Twin Peaks Crater.
Hey, Twin Peaks. There you go.
I like that. So we found Twin Peaks. We named it Zamishi and Windshark. Have found Twin Peaks Crater in Callisto. And someday you will Google it. Someday your grandchildren will Google it. When they go to Callisto, they'll be like, this is Twin Peaks Crater. It was first named by some video gamers back in the early 21st century.
And Iron is doing a Bloodhound Gang reference there. Ready for boobies.
Right. Well, Okay, we'll get down really. Let's go. Let's get almost crash here. Oh, I should put more engine power in.
I put my pip in your engine, so.
Oh, thank you. That's so considerate.
It was. I wasn't using it for turn signaling.
Oh,
I was gonna pull the little old lady and leave our blinker on for 3 or 4 systems.
Isn't that annoying and dangerous? Because you think they're gonna turn, and then you pull out in front of them, and they don't turn. So
For anybody who's not played Elite Dangerous, you don't really still feel the scale until you get out in a rover and get out here and try this stuff. So like that mountain in front of us, we can get there in a ship maybe in like the next couple of minutes, but you get out in a rover and it's going to take you quite a while to reach that point.
yeah, we're going. What is this? Is this KPH 170 KPH or KP second? I don't know. We're going pretty fast. We're soaring over 80 meters, right, and 70 meters about. We're not a good pilot. Let's do some Top Gun stuff. Dun, dun, dun,
Remember
dun,
your
dun,
hull.
Oh yes, 24%.
So
I'm into the danger zone. Dun, dun, dun. Take it
KF Croc wants to know what
right
happens when you get close to a non-landable planet.
into. It just drops you out of Super Cruise. Going right into the danger zone.
Your ship didn't like that.
Oh, it made a noise. It groaned.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, we've lost the rear deflector.
All right, let's get going. Callisto's fun. Okay. All right, I think we got to get going towards Saturn, don't you? It's probably on the other side of the system by now. Let's see. Yeah, maybe not.
Do you know that there are certain suns that have rings on them?
Yes, I've heard that. Yes.
Doesn't that feel counterintuitive? Like, I would think the sun would burn off the rings.
I don't see the problem with that.
I suppose.
It would have to be pretty to form a good ring. I would think it'd have to be pretty close. But rings, actually, in cosmic history, are fairly temporary. They don't last very long, in the grand scheme of things. So, the rings around Saturn are. Most of them are fairly recent. There was something that exploded not long ago in cosmic history, or broke up, formed a ring around it.
As a space noob, how exactly are these rings formed?
Can you be more specific? Well, I don't know.
Like, where did Saturn's rings come from? Does anybody know?
Well, usually they come from something that blew up. Like,
is it an asteroid striking the planet? Is it something close to it and it gets caught in gravity, or
it could have been a collision, and it spewed a bunch of debris out, and for that reason, it created a ring. In fact, when the moon formed, our moon, it was a ring before it was a moon, because what happened was something collided with Earth. Something about the size of Mars, and it spewed out a bunch of material, and it was a ring for a good long while, and eventually it accumulated and became the moon.
So for a time, we had Mirth, Mars and Earth.
No, it just ran into Earth and went on about its way, and then most of the material that came out of that was flung into orbit. And
so he rear-ended us and just left. Didn't even leave a note.
Yeah,
well, I guess he did, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a celestial hit and run, is what it was, and then we that's how our moon formed.
I have heard the theory posited that life might have originated on Mars and was transferred in one of those collisions, or from asteroidal forces being knocked off of Mars and transferred to Earth.
Right. Well, they think that Mars may have had oceans long before Earth did, but something ran something hit the fuck out of Mars a long time ago. That's why part of its surface is sort of, uniform, and the other part is all jacked up. Something ran into it hard. And so, who knows?
He's probably talking too much smack to his big brother Jupiter, and Jupiter squashed that.
I've also heard it theorized that Mars came from the asteroid belt as an asteroid first and kind of got bigger.
Main Gun says that the theory that he heard is that something was ripped apart by Saturn's gravity. Eventually, it forms a new moon.
Mm-hmm.
Something. Could we have had another planet at some point? Is Saturn a serial planet killer?
Who knows? We're still learning so much about the, the solar system itself even. It's a lot we don't know. Barely scratched the surface. Confused by gravity?
Yeah.
Well, what part confuses you?
Well, I'm trying to remember how the quote goes. Oh, and there's a bunch of more comments rolling in. Jonathan Brown, are these planets accurate? Because I'm wondering if Pluto looks like Pluto. Which I guess we'll answer that question at some point. And then Iron asks if Mars' atmosphere has been blasted, or he says that Mars' atmosphere was blasted away long ago.
It was.
So
yeah, they've done a pretty good job of keeping accuracy up on these planets. I was a little bit surprised because a lot of the paintings of Venus are much more blue, but it had a much orange, more orange tinge to it when we went to see Venus. All right, so I propose that we get into Saturn's rings, and then we will discuss, children. FIA responsibilities. I'll look at that later. In fact, I should look at the contact or the local contacts and see what is nearby. Resource extraction sites, a tourist beacon, and Clades and Tethys, and oh, we're getting close to the rings already. This is a good spot as any.
Oh crap, we're going in. Brace for impact! Oh, phew. Oh. Jarring.
Here we are. In the rings of Saturn, in the rings of Saturn. I was surprised to learn, and I think this game does represent it very well, that the rings of Saturn are not much more than 500 meters thick, which is incredibly thin considering how many billions of square kilometers this ring is. And if we look at this, look at the external view. If we look at this, oh crap, you can see it's pretty thin. Not very. I mean, there's other rings in Elite Dangerous that are thicker than this one for sure. Wouldn't you say? I mean, this is a pretty thin.
Yeah.
Now
I wouldn't mind here.
I just wonder if Elite Dangerous is accurately representing exoplanet rings. You know, I guess. You know what? It'll be curious to see if when we get to, say, Uranus, if the ring there is thicker or thinner than this one. Of course, it may be thick in some places and thin in other places. Oh,
Jonathan wanted to know if we can land on Titan, and unfortunately, I don't believe we can.
No, we can't.
Atmosphere.
Yeah, it has an atmosphere and it has oceans. We're going to go look at it later. But it has oceans of liquid nitrogen? Or... I should have researched this before I got here.
I can be your
yes
resource.
Please.
Let's see. What is Titan? So if I remember correctly, Titan is a moon of Saturn and
it is
rocky, icy world.
Maybe it's methane oceans. Entire oceans made out of methane.
It says nothing
methane.
about oceans.
Oh, it has oceans.
It's a methane-rich atmosphere.
Okay.
Volcanism, water, magma. Doesn't say about oceans, but then again, this is a game, so. What about
Oh, you're looking on Elite Dangerous.
Yeah.
I thought you were looking like Google or something, or Wikipedia.
This is life, is it not?
Okay, so we've seen that ring. Let's go look at Titan then.
Titan is a 6 gravitationally rounded moon from Saturn.
Let's go. Titan, there we go.
Surface lakes.
Surface lakes,
Possibility of hydrocarbon seas.
And what hydrocarbon seas? There we go. Okay. See?
Is that methane?
Hydrocarbons? I guess that would be.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Or is it just, is that like a generic nondescriptor?
What is a nondescriptor? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's like, just a generic term. There's some type of body of liquid.
Hey, what's that thing? That was very far. OR 10 2258 2007. What is that?
Checking.
What is it? What is it? What am I locking? What am I locking? Probably another, yeah, it's another Oort cloud body. Okay, we'll go out there later. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to be going to Titan. Remember
all of this geologic discussion going on in your chat channel?
Let me see here. They say not quite. The Tombow region is free of craters, suggesting recent geologic activity. Oh yes. Oh, they're talking about Pluto.
Stuff.
I think they're talking about Pluto. Oh yes.
If this was Eve, we'd be talking about kill boards and blowing stuff up and camping. In a game like this, it's talking about actual space and real things. It's neat.
Yeah, see, space is calming on the mind, keeps you from wanting to do violence.
Let's go to open and test that theory.
I wonder if there's much PvP that goes on in Seoul.
I'm pretty sure. I've actually never been to Seoul in open. Been to Jameson and it was
busy.
It's kind of like what's the Wild West place where everything went down?
Dodge
Tombstone
City
or Dodge City
or Tombstone, yeah.
Like you accidentally swipe some candy from the grocery store one day and you step out and the entire town's waiting to shoot you.
I'm just burning off some velocity here. So that we can approach Titan properly. Okay. All the pictures of Titan I've seen are very yellow. See what Elite Dangerous did to it.
Yours is very blue.
Doesn't look blue to me. Well, I see some blues in there.
Oh, I think that's my view of it. I de-assessed it.
You, oh.
I don't get to see it till you get close.
Yeah, this. Oops. He's talking about. Oh, I forgot what my key was for analysis mode. Yeah, he's talking about that. Alright. Yeah, that looks about like most of the pictures. Now, also on Titan, since the atmospheric pressure is so high and the gravity is relatively low, you can literally, a human being can literally fly on Titan. You can flap your wings and actually fly. Flap your arms like wings and you can actually fly around. Wouldn't that be cool?
It gives me an interesting visual.
Yeah. Well, maybe someday your descendants will be flying around on there.
Screw this, I'm going home. He just flaps away.
Yeah. I'm going to school, Mom, and he gets out the door and flies down the street. Okay. Alright.
Could you, if you moved your feet fast enough, could you gain elevation? Like, could you
like
run
kick
on the atmosphere? Yeah,
Yeah.
like bicycle kicking.
Well, that would be hilarious, but I don't know. There's a... Oh, Dion's got a lot of surface things. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to this Titan City and go ahead and repair my hull, because I would hate to just run into an asteroid or something and die right now.
Doesn't it make it edgy and fun?
Well, yeah, it does, but we actually had a lot of that in the last stream. When we were looking at those capital ships, they fell under attack. And of course I crashed into some capital ships a little bit.
Main Gun says he's looking for a joystick for this game. I have the Thrustmaster Hotas, which wasn't super expensive. I think it was like $60. It did all right.
Ah, look, the shame again. I am very. Let's see, I could have taken that. Pretty rusty right now. I'm glad I'm doing this stream so that I can get out of Seoul and do some other things eventually. Oh.
Maybe a road trip to Explorer's Anchorage.
Yeah, there's an area to the galactic south rimward of the bubble that is known as, what was it? An area that has all kinds of mysteries as far as...
Ooh, in search of Raxla, are we?
Well, maybe Raxla, but there's something out there I guess nobody's found yet.
I believe that was in the Formidine Rift.
Formidine Rift, yes.
Landing authorized. Assigned to landing pad 27.
All kinds of rumors and whatnot. A ship disappeared and then they found it and it had no crew, something like that. And there
Very Event Horizon.
Yeah, very Event Horizon like, yeah. And there were some strange recordings and logs left behind. Things like that.
It's very easy to miss some of the well, at least for me, it was easy to miss some of the lore behind this game. And when I started digging into Raxla, I was like, that's a really cool story. And the Dark Wheel.
Yes, indeed. Alright, I'm going to landing pad 27.
Apparently we don't have an auto dock.
No,
So
real
you got the
men.
entire world judging your landing skills here.
Real men don't.
Don't scratch the floor.
Warning. Landing gear not
Uh-oh.
deployed.
There. My landing gear.
He's gonna belly it on the platform.
I hate it when I do that and I can't land and I can't figure out why. It's like, why won't this let me land? Oh, landing gear. Wasn't that nice?
That was nice.
Alright.
Landing successful.
Oh,
Systems offline.
see, spacebar versus enter screws me up. Every other game, enter does a thing. Okay, refuel, repair, restock, restock. Something's weird there. So I have 2 credits worth of restock and I can't do it. It must be like a piece of a flat cannon or point defense or something. Oh, looks like you're stretching your neck a little bit. Anyway. Alright, so...
Yeah. Long journey. Ugh.
all you need is like a cigarette or something.
Well, Commander Adama says, no auto landings.
No auto landings allowed. Now, I'm going to go look at this tourist beacon called FIA Responsibilities. We must... I wonder what that means. Alright, we'll find out.
Yeah, Main Gun, but have you ever jammed your ship in there at full speed and then turned on the auto dock? That's fun.
Oh! Now somebody's trying to call.
Engaged. Access corridor.
Okay. Here we go.
Landing gear
Oh shit. I
We're
thought
good.
you were gonna scratch the top.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Why would I do a thing like that? Guess I'll go this way, then I'll turn around.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
What we should do is, and for your next video, is do Explorer's Anchorage, and you should do multi-crew, and see how many people you can get to follow you and chase you and try to blow you up.
Multi-crew for the purpose of... Oh, you mean multi-crew with someone like you, and then...
Yeah, a bunch
in
of people.
open play, you mean? Open play.
Yeah, open play, multi-crew.
You said multi-crew. Okay. Yeah.
We could do like a Conda train.
Yeah. Yeah, could do. We're coming up on a mysterious beacon called FIA Response. Am I going to overshoot this too? No. Okay, good. We're going to see what it tells us. Maybe there's some interesting lore behind it. And then after that, we've got Uranus and Neptune to look at. Maybe I should show some of the streamers here the lightsaber I built. The stream watchers here.
You could play with your lightsaber out. But you gotta keep it PG, alright?
Well, alright, we have some tourists here coming to visit the tourist beacon. Is this the tourist beacon over here? Let's see, yeah, okay. Scanning tourist beacon.
Looks like a ramming tourist beacon.
I would never.
I'm used to my asp, it doesn't stop on a dime.
Uh-huh.
It's like my old Chevy Cavalier, you have to plan for that.
The Federal Intelligence Agency is a secretive organization that looks after federal interests outside the Federation. It runs both espionage and counter-espionage operations and provides covert support for federal diplomats abroad, providing intelligence relating to foreign operations in addition to protection. It also has been proactive on many occasions. It has been implicated in destabilizing foreign governments and helping those with which the federal government is sympathetic or when their causes are aligned. Its operations have gone as far as providing arms and training directly to rebels, assassinations, rigged elections, all done in clandestine and deniable way. The FIA also follows up on major interstellar crimes within the Federation. Where the crime crosses outside federal space, it is a secretive organization paralleling the Imperial IASS. Oh, my reading's terrible. Specializing in corruption and high-level crime, and is considered not very accountable. Wasn't that fascinating? Like, Section 31. Star Trek.
I love it. It's like watching myself back when I was a little kid and all the fun I used to have. Doing the different voices for my G.I. Joes.
Oh, yeah. So you did different... Can you do a Cobra voice?
You'll never defeat me, G.I. Joe. Watch yourself.
Oh yeah, go Joe!
That's not bad. That's not bad. Alright, so what should we look at one more moon around Saturn and then get on to Uranus? Which
Go to
moon?
Uranus.
Or go directly to Uranus. Let's look at a moon. Iapetus, Rhea, Dione. I should be looking at the information. Let's see. Callisto. You know what? I'm gonna pick. You know, Saturn has so many moons. Like, I'm gonna pick Iapetus.
Iapetus.
Iapetus. Is there anything else out here? Let's see.
I don't know, I heard that's a limp moon.
A limp moon?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what that means.
Iapetus. Limp moon.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, I don't.
Low gravity warning.
Okay, moving. Okay, that was a joke, I guess.
But I'm bumped. Uh-oh.
Oh boy. I will not slow down. I will do no such thing, thank you very much. I'm just doing a little swing around to Iapetus.
Main Gun says he's old enough to have the G.I. Joe with a Kung Fu grip.
It's a Kung Fu grip. I can't remember which one that was.
Let's talk about the big Joe, not the little Joes. Remember the little ones? They had the
I
rubber
do
band in the
remember.
middle. You twist them enough times and they pop.
I do remember those, yeah. You could pull their torsos apart.
Or
Oh
that would
no, we
happen,
got
though. They were
bit in
the
half.
field casualties.
Right. I can get a little faster here. Were those your favorite toys? What were your favorite toys growing up?
Oh, dude, I had all the He-Man.
Right.
Like, I had so many He-Man, and, you know, going back, it's, like, really weird, but I'd run around in my underwear when I'm 7 years old. I have the power in my front yard. They were,
okay.
shaking their heads.
Gotcha.
And they had to do that freaking She-Ra crap.
Why don't you do that now?
I tried, but they they frown upon that. Police have
Oh.
talked to me a few times. Like, sir, I'm afraid you're gonna have to put some pants on.
12-inch G.I. Joes. Okay, we can do a show on that. It was like prompting me to show her hide where he wrote 12-inch G.I. Joes.
It's not the size of your Joe, it's how you play with it. Jesus.
I love small moons. They have so much more. They're like little balls of. What are those Cheeto balls called?
Puffs? No.
Cheese puffs, or something. Now I'm hungry.
This is how it starts. It's like time for a patty melt. You start talking about food, and then I'm not hungry. You start making me hungry.
Well, this. I mean, if this moon was orange, it would look delicious. It would look like cheese, a really good cheese.
It could look like one of those old circus peanuts. Do you remember those?
Oh yeah, yeah.
My grandmother would keep those for years till they were crunchy.
Ooh, gross.
All of her candy was like that, and Little Debbie's too.
You know, I never did have action figures growing up. Going back to that.
What did you play with? Give it PG.
Sticks.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good old stick.
Fighting sticks. We had this whole sort of. It's almost like a gang mentality in our neighborhood growing up, and we would fight with sticks.
Warriors. Come on, play.
It was kind of like that.
Imagining that you grew up in a Lord of the Flies type of environment now.
A little bit. A little bit. And that could be where a lot of my Eve mentality comes from now I come to think about it.
Like, there's a fat kid, poke him with a stick.
No, it wasn't like that. We protected the fat kids.
Oh, okay, so you were
I like this mountain right here. I'm still in Super Cruise. And I like this mountain. Alright. For those just joining, we are in Iapetus around Saturn. The moon is Iapetus. It's a small moon. It's a cool moon. I like it. Very sort of cobalt colored.
How long do you think it would take you to get over that mountain in a SRB?
Oh, probably. Who knows? Could be an hour. I wouldn't. Have you attempted to go over mountains in SRVs?
I tried to get over the top of a asteroid, well, whatever you call it, the teardrop, tail drop of an asteroid in a crater, and that literally took me an hour, and it looked like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Look at that one way out in the distance. It's like Vesuvius.
I'm into the danger zone. Nice.
Does that mean I get to be Iceman?
Yeah. No, you can. Was it Goose? You're Goose.
Oh, Goose. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, he dies later, but you're not going to die right now.
Oh, I get to be Val Kilmer, and Val Kilmer was cool in the day.
He was. Yeah.
Weird looking.
Well, I mean, and fame does that to you.
Well, back when he was Mad Mardigan, he was amazing.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go out to Uranus.
Oh, I like how Uranus makes you chuckle, but Limpetus doesn't. That's fair.
Well, doesn't mean anything. Don't overanalyze. No. Okay. Moving on.
Help it. Onward to Uranus.
There's not a lot of interesting markers around, like there was back in the Inner Solar System. Like, you know, in the Inner Solar System we had various ships and things to look at, interesting stations and whatnot. A lot of in-space things to look at. In the Outer Solar System, I'm not seeing that much. So one tourist beacon. And that was it. Not that tourist beacons in and of themselves are very interesting.
Iron is talking about blood wine. What the hell is blood wine?
Blood wine is a clean-on beverage. Why did I just do that? I just absentmindedly hit J. I'm not with it.
Just wanted to give your frame shift to cool down.
Oh yeah, I'm only working at 70% capacity, cognitive capacity right now. 4, 3, 2, 1, blood wine would be good. Well, some sort of wine, anyway.
Doesn't sound very appetizing.
Hey, when do you guys think you'll play Eve?
Well, I hit up a friend of mine to see if he wanted to do an Eve roam tonight, but he hasn't responded. And I'm going to be AFK later, so I won't be playing until late tonight, if I play.
Bloodthirsty, are we?
Oh, okay. Where do you think I can find someone to roam with?
I don't know.
I'll do something with you later if you want.
Oh yeah, that'd be great, thanks.
Yeah. I can't promise you won't die.
Oh, that's fine. It's worth the risk.
My fleets are whelp fleets.
Ah, you're good. You're a good one-on-one partner for sure, at least.
You weren't saying that the other night, Max. So, is it clear? Well, kinda at the moment.
Well, I mean, the impulse of that was to think that you got me killed, but really, I got me killed.
I don't think anyone has ever gotten me killed except for me.
Right. Well,
I don't think. Although I did yell at that one guy that one time when it was just me and him, and he was choosing his own targets, and I'm like, I'm dying. You want the same target, right?
when was that? Is that recently?
No, that was I can't remember the dude's name. Oh, it was that one guy who was like, I talk about like the Ishker was like the best ship
Right,
ever.
that guy. Okay.
Like, Yeah, you know.
So you were dying, and he just sat there and let you die.
Well, no, we were gonna go in on on 3 or 4 catalysts, and we were both in I think destroyers. And I'm like, okay, I was like, I think it's doable. He's like, oh yeah, no problem, we got this. I'm like, all right. I was like, but that's a lot of DPS. I was like, so we need to focus targets. And like, I was like, we're splitting DPS. Keep it on the same target. Keep it on the same target.
Mm-hmm.
Dude didn't take a lick of damage, and then he's like, see, told you, it's easy. I was like, I'm at 1% struck or like 2% struck.
Well, anyway, let's focus back on ED.
Yeah. Back on ED and Iapetus.
Yes. No, we're not going there anymore. We're going to Uranus.
Oh.
See, you could say Uranus and it sounds bad, or you can say Uranus and it sounds like urine.
Well, Neil deGrasse Tyson says Uranus, and
I
like that guy.
prefer Uranus.
Did you overshoot?
I might have. I might have.
No! At least we didn't hit it. That's good.
Well, I'm not navigating very well. I know there's a trick, people, to not slingshotting, but you know what? I'm not good at it. Okay.
Video, the Mystery of Six or something.
See, I'm doing it again. That's okay. I'm gonna go right into these rings up here.
That'll stop you.
Hey, maybe there's some extraction sites. Maybe we can shoot something while we're there. Let's go in there.
Some
Wow,
looking rings.
These wings, yeah, very thin. I didn't know they were very strange looking in this game. Huh. Is this how they are?
The rings you're looking for.
There's another set over here.
Now, if we're gonna mine, we need some void opals or some low temp diamonds.
No, we're not gonna mine.
I don't mind if you mine.
If anything, we might shoot something and then leave. And hello, Infinity Bell, and any other newcomers. We have reached Uranus. We're in the rings of Uranus, and we're gonna see. I was curious if the rings of Uranus were as thin as the rings of Saturn, or if they're thicker, because the rings of Saturn are quite thin. They're only like a couple rocks thick. But these, wow, these are thin long ways. They're not. How interesting. I don't think do they look, in the game X3 Terran Conflict, you actually start out at Uranus, and the rings in that game look nothing like this. They're much more like Saturn's rings, fainter than Saturn, but they look nothing like this. So I don't know.
It's gotta be wrong.
One of them's gotta be wrong. What?
Nothing. My screen kind of jumped there. It was weird. Rocky rings, or are these icy rings?
These are icy rings.
Oh.
We should see about killing one pirate and then leaving. If there are any. That's Fed security. There's a Cobra Mark IV. Are you up for gun position?
Let's see if I remember how to do it.
It's a federal agent.
Checking the firing groups. You have control over all the firing groups, so.
Oh.
You'll have to unmap them for me.
My guns might not even be on this thing. Oh, I only have multi-cannons. And they're not. Some of my turrets are off, so I guess we're not shooting anything. I took the laser turrets off.
Well, I have control of your heat sinks and your surface scanner and your limpets. I can throw limpets at them. If that's helpful. Collectors.
Let's see. What was that? I can't remember how to do anything. How do you? What is the key for cycling fire groups? I forgot.
In.
Thank you. Okay, that's all I've got. Nah, I don't want to fight no pirates right now. But anyway, it does look like these rings are thicker than the ones over in Saturn. A little bit.
When you say thicker, you mean top to bottom?
Top to bottom, yeah.
If there is such a thing in space.
Well, there isn't, but I mean as far as the flatness versus the, you know, the thick, the Z-plane versus the, you know what I'm saying.
They definitely look denser here.
Let's do an external view. Some nice scenery going on. 0, turn that in. Left control. Nice shot on here. My aluminum Falcon. Beautiful ship. Okay. Actually, this view looks better.
It'd be funny when we hit that big asteroid in front of us.
You know, I find it's actually pretty... If I'm just cruising like this, it's actually pretty hard to hit an asteroid. Eventually you will, but it takes a while.
I guess I'm an expert at it.
Oh. But anyway, okay, so where are we going next? Let's have a look.
Ooh, let's check.
There's,
somebody had mentioned Pluto earlier.
Well, we're definitely going to get out to Pluto.
Well, Neptune's the next big one, unless we're doing moons. So
yeah.
All the moons.
Well, I mean, we're kind of... You seem... Not like you've seen one moon, you've seen them all, but it's getting a little bit repetitive, in my opinion. So what I think we should do is we'll head out to Neptune, have a look at it. Maybe look at its rings too.
We could take a peek at Triton and figure out why it's red.
That is a good question. So we'll go there, and then I'm really curious to get out to Pluto and Charon, and then Persephone.
Persephone.
Yeah. All right. So it sounds like we have a plan. On to Neptune, then Pluto. Oh, you can go find the Voyager spacecraft.
Did you land on the moon last time?
No, no, it's not available to land on.
Oh, that's such crap. Because then we could go. Like, there is no atmosphere. That doesn't make sense.
Probably because there's cities on the moon by now and they haven't built them yet.
Unfair.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool.
We could have gone and put rover tracks all over the first man steps.
But I would like to know how to get out to Voyager 2 or Voyager 1, either one of them. And there's primary transport foundation.
Wait, so the probe is actually out here somewhere?
It is.
Oh, that's tight. I would like to see that.
Yeah, I might have to ask if you would be up for looking up online how to get there, because I don't see it on this map.
Yep, I'm looking. Voyager 1.
Or Voyager 2. Voyager 2 is already in interstellar space. I don't know what Voyager 1 is doing. It might be as well.
Oh, wow. It's like everything in ED, some of this stuff is complicated. Prior to the implementation of the full spectrum scanner, Voyager 1 was found at the locations listed below by manually triangulating its distance from Sol, Sedna, and Persephone.
Okay, so we'll have to do an FSS to find it?
Oh, it looks like it. It's called Ancient Probe, I think.
That could take a while.
Associated with a tourist beacon.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, apparently the probe is moving, though. It says, based on the table above, the position of the Voyager is growing further from Sedna at an average of 4.93 light seconds a day.
Sedna.
Yep.
I heard Sedna. Okay, so maybe if we head towards Sedna in a bit, we'll find it.
But we should be able to use the full spectrum scanner, I believe, to find it. It's stuff like that that makes this game unique and interesting.
I guess what we could do is once, if we don't see it getting close to Sedna on the this readout, non-human relic. What? Oh, that was back in the inner system. But if we don't find it here, then I guess once we get close, we can try the full spectrum scanner.
I think it shows up as ancient probe.
Ancient probe, okay. Probably nowhere close enough. Takes longer to transit between planets the further out you get.
Other options for future content, we could go to Alpha Centauri and Hutton Orbital. Get our Hutton mugs.
They give you mugs?
They do, because it's like I think almost an hour to get out to the station.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it's like a couple of million light seconds away from the landing point.
Oh.
Here we go again. Slingshot.
Yeah. All right. We're coming up on Neptune, everybody. It should be nice and blue, and it should have a big ass sort of dark storm on it too. Dark storm. Should have some rings too, shouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if there's anything on the doodle-bop. Grenadierite hotspot. Interesting. Okay. Conjoint mathematics services. Huh. I wonder what that is. I might look at that in a minute. This is an exploration mission, so you know our goal is to do the whole solar system, but the reality is when you're exploring you kind of have to go with the flow. But you know, I would really like to see the Voyager spacecraft.
I think that would be a good way to end this on.
But I also want to see Persephone. I might do that on my own. But maybe there'll be time. As time as it's 5:21. I have to go by 6. All right, so I'm on the wrong side of Neptune. Can't get a good view of it. Let's go around it. And there was something of interest over here. It does have some very minimalist rings in the same way that Uranus does. It's getting a little bluer. Alright, I'm just going to go way out here so I can turn around.
Ooh, Persephone is 484,000 light years out.
Yeah, that could take some time to get there. It could take, 20 minutes to get out there.
And your probe is going to be out there too, because Sedna's almost 300.
Ah, this is a nice view. I guess it's by right a bit darker than most other planets out this far. I've always liked Neptune. I've always found something about it kind of cool.
What specifically? The name, the mythology, the makeup?
Honestly, the way it looks. It's the only planet that's actually has a calming appearance, in my opinion. You know?
Like the ocean.
Conjoint Mathematics Services. Let's go see what that is. That should be in orbit here. What could that be? Let's find out, shall we? A mystery.
Doesn't look like a tourist beacon.
No, maybe it's a base or something, or a megaship.
Those are fun.
Yep.
You know they actually move?
Megaships do?
Yeah.
I was not aware of that. They move very slowly.
I believe they do. I think the Midas is one that moves around a bit. I think there's a few others. I know there was one over in near Sagittarius A that was moving around a bit.
Huh.
Little touches like that give this game so much more life. The ancient probe that is the Voyager that's moving in real time.
Yep.
Oh, what is that?
Who what? Oh.
That's cool.
Now I see it. Oh my. It's like some sort of space research station.
Oh, tell me we can dock there.
No, we can't dock there. It's got floating lights around it or something.
That looks
like
dangerous. Poke it.
Stadium lights. Oh yeah, we're gonna get right up here.
This looks like some of the content from the CQC.
And I mean, this thing might fall under attack like the.
Can you fly in those ports? That blue one on the right. Can you fly inside there? Reenact a Star
I was gonna
Wars
go
moment?
through the red one, but that one.
I think the red one's blocked.
That does appear to be closed. It's got like stadium lights out. Oh, look at that. Sure can. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's cool.
Yeah. Listen to these noises. It makes noises.
So what is this, like a beer barn? You just drive through and pick up stuff? And
That's what this game needs. You need to be able to like pull up and then like, can I take you out of place? And you'd be like, yeah, I want 2 monolith burgers.
Thargoid fries.
Some Thargoid fries.
And a black wheel shake.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm drawn to this idea of interesting these floating illumination devices. It's like, I don't know how it's rendering for you, but for me it looks like they got the light cone a little bit off.
It does look a little off for me as well. It sounds like you're sitting on a hot plate.
Yes. There's a ship going by there. Okay, let's turn around and get another look at this facility. Oh, very bright on the cockpit.
Oh god.
Are we good? Just be calm. I got this. Now look, this is interesting.
This looks like the
looks like a laser or something might come through there. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you got this.
Okay. Now
it looks like the center of a Star Destroyer.
yeah, a little bit. It's a very interesting facility. You know, it would be nice if there was like
Or Death Star, man.
I guess maybe online you could find some lore. Let me go. We want to do a scan data link. Data link scanner.
Well, that did something.
Targets identified. No, I'm not going to do all that right now.
It says use the data link to.
Well, you use it to sort of identify targets, like if you get a mission to disable a mega
Oh, that's
ship.
a lot of targets.
Uh-oh.
What?
I think we had... Yep. I'm gonna get some distance here. See?
Oh, so what? A little punchy punch going
Yeah,
on.
but you
Riddle.
can be attacked in these. I've discovered.
Oh, you got feds on scene though. We'll be fine.
Let's go and look behind us. Yep, there's battle going on back there. And
there should be a quick look behind key.
And that would be cool. It's kind of a neat shot. Okay. Alright, so that was kind of interesting. Let's see. So the next stop, we ought to head to Pluto. How far is Pluto from us? Far. It's even further than Uranus and Saturn were, so it's actually probably on the other side of the system. But Sedna, I would prefer to get out to Sedna. See, Pluto,
like second to last.
Yeah, Pluto's 21,000 light seconds. Sedna is 290,000 light seconds. Oh my gosh.
You got 31 minutes.
I may not finish it in this stream. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Cliffhanger. You could do the cliffhanger. Remember back in the Batman days. Will Batman survive?
Suppose so. I wasn't expecting to do this in 3 parts, but it just might.
Will Commander Windshark find the ancient probe? Stay tuned next week.
Alright, well, somebody wanted to see if Pluto looked accurate based on the new map, so we should go do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Nullsec with my slasher and see if I can find anyone.
Alright.
Have fun. You might do better in Lowsec.
But I can't get anyone on the gate there. Do you think that's okay?
Well, you just don't want to engage in the gate. You want to go to faction warfare plexus.
Where? Sorry.
I'll teach you later.
Should I go to like asteroid belts?
Could do.
I'll catch up with you in a little bit.
Yeah, Zoe will show you what's up.
Okay, cheers.
Yep, peace.
Alright, we're gonna head out to Pluto. I might actually call it at Pluto.
Will Max come back and make another video about the ancient probe?
Well, yeah, I definitely need to go do that. I probably would. And I might just completely change, you know, I might make another short video. Who knows? There's probably lots of videos out there of the Voyager spacecraft.
Are there?
You could live stream Eve.
Well, I have done. I've live streamed our rooms. Oh, excuse me. Alright, headed to Pluto. Pluto. It'll take a little while. Actually, look at the orrery. So, wow. Yeah, Sedna's way out there. It'll take, I'm sure it'll take several minutes, maybe 20 minutes to 30 minutes just to get to Sedna and Persephone, so probably won't be live streaming all that. Oh, yeah. We're coming up on Pluto pretty quick. And then probably what I'll do is maybe we'll land on Chiron and then go from there.
I have a suggestion for the next live stream. We find a way to incorporate people. Like let these other guys somehow tag along or something.
Maybe.
I don't know if that's doable with stream snipes and whatever. But I mean, it could be fun if we had some audience. If we could get like some type of train going, that could be fun.
Yeah, the thing is like we only had one guy that was actually playing Elite Dangerous earlier, and then we would have had to track him down and get him on in squad and all that good stuff, which makes for a boring stream.
True.
So it's something you have to set up ahead of time.
Well, we could set up some type of squad or something. I think I would do it. We could probably convince people to come back.
Yeah.
Have some fun antics with maybe moon racing.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, we could do that.
SRV warfare.
SRV warfare? Well, I think just a death race would be fine. SRV death race.
No repairs. You're going for distance and you have to beat everyone else.
There seems to be... There's a crashed ship on Charon.
Really?
Yeah, so we'll look at that in a minute.
See, I always thought that word Charon or whatever it is had a negative connotation. I thought it was like death of some type, underworlds, those type of things.
I don't think so. Pluto is an underworld type guy, but he's actually not. I think he's different than Hades. So Pluto, Plutocrat has something to do with the money.
Let's see, Charon. Oh, listen. In Greek mythology, Charon or Charon is the ferryman of Hades who carries souls of the newly deceased across the river Styx.
Oh, okay.
And Acheron, that divided the world of the living from the world of the dead.
Gotcha.
Haha.
So I don't think that Pluto has been updated as far as pictures go. I'm just gonna.
I want to see it. Mine's all blue and gritty.
Yeah, well, that's what I see.
No, I mean, mine's like surface scanned.
Drop out of Super Cruise here.
Oh, now I can see it. It almost. Oh.
Oh, did you get it? That's okay. I'll invite you back in a second. But let me just look online at some pictures of Pluto and see if it looks anything like what we're looking at here.
This looks like Earth low res.
Yeah. So I don't think they've updated it.
What's it supposed to look like?
Well, I believe it's going to be, yeah, it's much more rich looking than what you're seeing here. According to some of the most recent images, it's actually white and red.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing that.
White and rust brown.
That's kind of cool looking.
Of course, you know what they do though when they're doing these astronomical images. Sometimes they will turn up the contrasts, but still, even in low contrast, this doesn't really look.
It looks really cool in colorized infrared. It's
Right.
got red, blue, and white.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look, like America.
Yeah. So
Get some.
it doesn't look like they've updated Pluto. But we're gonna go to Charon. Oh wow. There's a Delphi controlled chapter. Let's go to this crash ship. There's a crash ship on Charon, and then once we're done there, we will probably end this stream. Ship enemy. Get out of my way. Nobody asked you to come look at me.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, I'm mass locked by that ship. Okay, here we go.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Here we go. Too bad I didn't get a chance to look at Voyager, Sedna, and Persephone. Maybe, maybe what I'll do is instead of live streaming that, because it could take a long time to get from Sedna to Voyager to Persephone, is maybe make a little recording and put it up as a separate video and do some background research as well. Something like that.
That would work.
I haven't seen any chats in a while. These 8 guys have been quiet.
They fell asleep.
I guess so. They're like, there hasn't.
Exploration.
This one wasn't. I think this one, the last one, was more exciting than what we've seen on this one so far. But what I am gonna do, I am gonna get out in the SRV, and I am gonna eject you for multi. Oh, I forgot to bring it back in.
That's fine. I'm here in spirit.
Okay.
And I do realize how you said that these systems tend to blur together. So if you want me to throw you into my multi-crew for a second and see how it looks different on the other side of Sag A.
Oh yeah, I might do that. Sure.
Yep.
Why not? Yeah, go ahead and get ready for that. And that'll be I'll look around in space in a minute, and then when I get there.
Yep. I want to know about this crashed ship you're looking at.
Well, you can watch the stream.
I am. I'm a few seconds behind, but
Hello. Hello, Missy.
hello. So what poor unfortunate soul crashed here in the mountains on Charon, or Charon?
It's very dark out here. Very dark and mysterious. We don't know. But it's a crashed ship.
You got no night vision on that
Oh,
thing?
I do. I almost forgot about that. Also have lights. Oh, that's the landing here. Oh. There we go.
Ooh, what is this? Will you start the xenomorph infestation of the Sol system?
Is it, who, what?
Maybe you'll be the guy to start the xenomorph infestation of the Sol system.
I'm not
These
infected.
strange pods, and you'll go around and you'll want to stick your face next to one of the big eggs.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying this is a derelict.
Yeah, and that's gonna give you a big wet kiss.
Oh, let's hope not. Oh my, that is a... I wonder what kind of ship that is. Looks like it's an Anaconda.
It's derelict craft.
No, it's a... Looks like it... I think it's an Anaconda. It might be a Federal Corvette.
Nope, derelict. With eggs.
Okay. I don't see any places to land around here. Oh, that's a little far. Let's see if I can land over here somewhere. I guess there's something like a canyon over here. I should slow it down. Slow it down, relax. This is not going to be easy. Maybe that's why the ships crash, because... Oh boy, unsuitable terrain, unsuitable terrain, unsuitable terrain. I'm only 27 meters up. There's like no good places to land.
Yeah, I've found that to be the case also at some of the Guardian sites. It's very difficult sometimes to land next to them.
Rope?
They want you to putt over there in your SRV.
Yeah, clearly that's... seems to be the case here too. Uh-huh. I just knocked off some rocks there. Yeah, this is really bad. This is... Oh, God. And there's like a big ravine there. Oops. I don't know. I'm going to have to land down way down here in this big ravine. That's highly annoying. Surely not, right? Let me target this ship here. Crash it. Okay, it's targeted. 824 meters. I guess that's doable. Ay, ay, ay.
Terrain says no.
Yeah. Well, there's like nothing. Alright, maybe over there? I keep hitting rocks. Let's see, this is apparently the side of a big wall. This is a very hazardous... There better be something really interesting in this ship over here. I don't think even Ripley and their crew had such a hard time when they were landing to pick up the alien bug.
Oh no, that was very easy to get to. They wanted that.
We're in Sharon, Malgan. We're trying to find a place to land here. There's no suitable terrain anywhere. I'm gonna go on the other side of it.
What do you think I should do on Eve, like, in the meantime?
Probably mission and get your skills up. So this over here looks a little better. Oh yeah, okay. I saw it flash blue for a second. Okay. This looks a little better. Yeah. Alright, we'll try here. Still not easy, but doable at least. Yes! Alright. Get outside. Why can't I deploy? Why is deploy great? Oh, I have to select the SRV.
Wah, wah, wah. Apparently not.
Oh, maybe because I still have multi-crew in waiting mode.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I think so. Multi-crew options. Disband crew.
Incoming message.
Okay. There we go.
That works.
Yep, we made it. Okay, so I go find this crashed ship. 2.36 kilometers. Might take a while. Get my high beams on.
Main gun says the Nostromo landed hard. Brett and Parker got an ass chewing by Ripley for not working fast enough.
You know, to this day, that movie still really creeps me out. But there's a lot of aspects of Elite Dangerous that remind me of that when you're going down to planets. It reminds me of that movie, and also kind of reminds me of Prometheus a little bit.
Don't tell me you like Prometheus.
Well, I didn't dislike it.
You.
It wasn't that great, but you didn't like it?
No, I thought they crapped on my alien genre. I liked the first Alien and Aliens, but after that it got weird and awkward.
Well, yeah, but what he did after Prometheus wasn't that great either. It was pretty bad, in fact. They were landing on the planet, like, right? Did you see the next one?
I think I saw the one where it it was trying to explain like an origin thing.
Yeah, that was Prometheus, so you didn't see the one after that.
I think so. I think I've seen them. Is this the one with oh, what's that guy's name?
Jeez.
Fassbender?
I'm having all kinds of problems.
No.
I seem to be stuck on this.
Must apply more thrusters.
Alright, I cannot get to this stupid crash site. I think I'm a little confused by the terrain because I'll just try it slow. Well, I'm apparently going up this hill, and I think maybe I'm spinning out. Yeah, I can't get over it. I'm trying
Just
to go
get
up
over it, Max.
Well, I'm trying to go up a wall and I can't. So I may have to let's try this way.
I mean, give it all she's got.
I'm giving it all she's got, Captain. See what? Now I'm landing it on my head, Captain. Oh my god. This is not
Are you
good.
gonna blow the dilithium crystals?
Ah, I am at an impasse here. Alright. So apparently I have to proceed. Maybe if I proceeded along the edge here. I may not have time for this.
Yeah, you got 10 minutes.
It doesn't have to be exactly 10 minutes, but well, I'm making some progress, sort of wiggling along now.
See, thank you, Main Gun. Main Gun's like, Alien and Aliens were great.
Yes, they were.
And different movies, too. Alien was a horror movie, and Aliens was more action. It was like action horror.
I think I got through it. 1.86 kilometers. Alright, I think I'm making progress here.
Nice.
Maybe not. Oh, now I'm
You
going
still
back.
remember what direction it's in, right?
Yeah, it's right in front of me. Now I'm going back down the slope again. Yeah, I'm sliding back down the slope.
Uh-oh.
Well, folks, you know.
Oh no, don't tell me you're gonna give up.
Well, I can't do anything.
Where did the Explorer's Intrepidation go?
Ah, oh, it's still there. It's just the thing is like I may have to come at this for a different tactic, and that may take some time to figure out. So I don't know.
Well, if you'd like to have a sneak peek at the Great Beyond, let me know. I'll send you that invite. You can see it.
Do I have to go back to my ship to do that?
No, I don't believe so. I just have to send you an invite.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
We'll have a look at the other side of the galaxy. Send me the invite.
It's away. Oh wait, hold on. Is it not? Let's see. Invite to crew.
Oh, you know what? I haven't fully. I might not have fully ended it. Join another ship. Oh, you try.
I hit invite to crew, but I'm not getting the same message. Maybe you do have to be back in your ship.
Well, let me try it this way. Join another crew.
Because I'm not getting. Before I could, it would give me a pop up to say what are we doing. It's not giving me that now.
Further activities. I'm just doing mining, and then no ships available. Okay. Yeah, I think I have to go back to the ship.
Oh, there should be an existing invite. I already sent it.
It says waiting.
Social invite to crew.
Yeah, I think I have to be out of the SRV.
Alright.
But anyway, I think I'll do it another time, and pretty much
Sounds good. I'll be here a while.
yeah, I think I'm gonna end this stream because
I know Biddly Boo is excited to do some Eve things.
Yep. And I have some lightsaber trainings to do. And yeah, womp womp, womp womp. Let me show y'all my lightsaber I'm working on. Hang on.
Uh-oh. You're gonna whip it out on camera, huh?
Uh-huh. Be right back.
Yeah, I didn't see that with the Terminator movie, but I agree. It's I didn't see that at first, but now in retrospect I do. It was a horror movie, wasn't it? Main Guns like haven't seen a good sci-fi. Europa Report wasn't that old though, right? That was fairly recent. Unless you're saying that's not good sci-fi, I don't know.
Okay. Are we
Oh,
excited? Woo!
To whip it out on camera.
Oh, it's on camera! The blade's too... I have a very small space right here, but here it is. Get back this way.
It looks quite impressive on camera.
Well, let me turn it off so that you can see what the actual stick looks. It's actually just a piece of frosted polycarbonate tubing. And it's got an LED strip in it. A 50/50 LED strip in it. And
you made that yourself?
I made it myself. Turn it back on. I made it myself. And it looks really good, like at night or in the fog and stuff on camera. But with the naked eye, you can see that it's a tube, but on camera it looks really awesome. So, but this is plumbing material. This is brass piping. I would have liked to have found some aluminum piping, but I couldn't find any around town. But brass piping is fine, and it's got a chrome finish. So if I want to etch patterns in here and they show up as a kind of gold color, like this, I used a filer to get this gold color to come out on the end here. And so I can do all kinds of things. And you've got some leather wrapping, and the battery is in here, and the switch is on the bottom so it doesn't interfere with anything. It's a little bit heavy for a lightsaber, but anyway, what's this guy say? Not really a go-to space flick, come to think of it. Oh, nobody's saying anything. But anyway, it looks like these aren't Star Wars fans in here. In
Everybody's a Star Wars fan.
Otherwise, they'd be like, "Whoa!"
Well, what you should do with that thing is, if you can find somebody who's got a machinist shop, cut some pieces out of the metal and let the light come through the handle. That could be cool.
Well, actually, I was thinking about this. So the tubing, I had to cut this off a bit. For the size of the LED, but what we could do is I could leave that tubing on the next one, or third one, or fifth one, whichever one I can bring, and so you would have this part cut out, right? Then you'd see some transparent tubing here, and you could put a crystal in there and be like, well, that's the kyber crystal. So I could have put like a blue crystal in there and light it up somehow, and
That'd
be like,
tight.
the kyber crystal would be right there. The problem is it would be more of a display lightsaber, because the point of balance on this one is right about here, which means the closer to the blade you hold it, the more control you have over it. So I'd have to, if I wanted more control in the hilt, I'd have to weight it over here, and then so if I had the crystal, my hand would have to go over the crystal to really get a lot of control over it. But so that would be more of a display lightsaber, but I could do it someday. But yeah,
I can tell that's not real. You were gripping it by the lightsaber.
Yes, it's like, ah. That's smart.
Your hand didn't explode, so that is a win, because I believe that myth was busted.
Well, I have a safety force field on this one, so basically if I'm not swinging it hard, it's safe to touch. Now if I swing it hard, like so, ah!
So this all comes back to Eve. Your safety was on, right?
That's right. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, perhaps I will stream again later. And I didn't do a lot of notice on this. It's just like I really need to do an ED stream, but perhaps later I will do some more ED stream. Oh, I definitely will. But I'm gonna stop the stream for now. Sorry, it's been so long since I put out anything. But I'll see you guys later. And until next time, space friends.